The Public and Private Development Center (PPDC) says it is following up about 6,000 court cases to facilitate trial and decongest correctional centers. The senior program manager, Mr. Kenechukwu Agu, said in the last 2 years, the Reforming Pretrial Detention in Nigeria project, one of the center's initiatives, had a target of providing legal representation to about 1,750 detainees every year across the 5 states of its project. On the center's engagement with Administration of Criminal Justice Monitoring Committees, ACJMC, Agu said that through the center's initiative, Adamawa ACJMC was revived. Agu appreciated the center's donors for the funding and support of the initiatives.
What we did was, in the clusters where we have courts in the 3 states, we set up what we call the secretarial pool for them, where we have computers, we have printers, we have scanners, and all our deployment in the states are supported by well-structured solar systems, so that electricity is not an issue. So these we have done in the last 2 years, and starting from last year, the RPDM project has a target of, RPDM is the Reforming Pretrial Detention in Nigeria project. It has a target of providing legal representation to about 1,750 detainees every year across our 5 project states. Our target is not just in bringing them out from the detention centers, but that they have access to free legal representation. For instance, we are also doing what we call the Police Duty Solicitor Scheme. This scheme is going to have call lawyers and lawyers who will be present at police stations to make sure that, in line with the ACJA, the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, and the ACJL for the states, that nobody is interviewed or interrogated without a lawyer being present. Now, we are not just stopping at a lawyer being present. For instance, if the matter is about to go to court and they don't have lawyers, we'll now provide lawyers who will provide these services for them at no cost to the detainees. Essentially, and also worthy to point out, sir, is that in the last 6 months that we started the phase 2 of the Reforming Pretrial Detention in Nigeria project, we've experienced a very huge stakeholder buy-in in what we are doing. For instance, in Adamawa State, for instance, in the last 2-3 years, the Administration of Criminal Justice Monitoring Committee, for some reasons, have not been able to sit. And by last week, our state team in Adamawa helped to ensure that that committee, which is a statutory committee established to monitor the implementation of the ACJL at the state level, was able to have its quarterly meeting for the first time in about 2-3 years.